Alright guys, Rox here. Time for another video. Here is my new Ducati Austin t-shirt. I guess I'm full in on Ducati right now. But I just wanted to put another video out. I know I've been slow about putting videos out, but let's just quickly get my orders. Or let's talk about what I'm looking for and what I want and the reason why Ducati is so appealing to me. You know, everybody knows that Ducati's basically like the Ferrari of motorcycles, and it's true. One of my viewers actually said that, and I believe it, and it's true. It's like it's almost like a rich person's bike, but I'm not rich. Don't ever make that assumption. I probably make just as much as y'all do. I just I know how to use my credit basically. So that being said, let's talk about these bikes. All right, I'm gonna tell you the bikes that I basically will never get. I'll never get a Kawasaki. I'll never get a KTM. I'll never get a Triumph. I will never get a... So many bikes. The main three bikes that I've been looking at recently, Suzuki GSXR. It's the cheapest option out of all of them to go fast, guys. If you want to go really fast, get a GSXR 1000R, put like a 60 shot of nitrous on it, and be faster than everybody. It's just the way it is. And it's like 12 grand out the door. It's the cheapest 1000. And the next cheapest is Kawasaki, but I'm not really that big of a fan of Kawasaki. If you want a really fast bike with high top end, Kawasaki. But not my type of thing. I was asked why I wouldn't get an H2, or why wouldn't I consider an H2? Same reason. I don't like Kawasaki that much, guys. When you test ride a whole bunch of different vehicles, eventually you will come to the conclusion of what you're looking for in a bike. And I've ridden most of them. And for me, it was within the first minute of being on the Ducati. I knew right away what I wanted out of a bike. I wanted something powerful. I wanted something that just was advanced, you know what I mean? Like the way everything is, the electronics and everything on the V4, the 2021 V4, by the way, guys, that bike is insane. It's so responsive. The brakes, I didn't even know brakes could be this good, by the way. I had really shitty brakes on my CBR and didn't even know it. Still braided lines, $100 for still braided lines, and Honda can't just put those on their fucking bikes. Are they insane? Especially on their fucking 32 grand out the door bike. It's $28,500 here in America, by the way, guys, for the Triple R. I was considering getting it. If the guy will give it to me for 26 out the door, I'll buy it in a heartbeat. I have no problem with that. But as it stands right now, 32 out the door ain't gonna fucking happen. Sorry. I like the Triple R, but I don't like it that much. So, that being said, what is it about the Panigale? I don't know, man. Maybe it's because it's in the V4, platform. Maybe because it's so responsive that way. The bike just felt right as soon as I sat on it, and it's the same thing that I said about the CBR 1000. When I first sat on the SC77, it just felt right. It felt light. It felt nimble. It was responsive. When I got the tune, it's really responsive. And here's another thing, guys. The Ducati right out the gate, before I even tune it, it's probably making 190 at the rear wheel. Just straight up, right out the gate. I don't even have to tune it, and it's making that. And that's already more than my 77, by the way, for 5 grand more. It's 25 grand out the door if you get the V4 without the electronics, which is what I'm strongly considering right now. Major downsides for Ducati is accessories are fucking expensive. Tri-clutch, $3,000. If you want to go to electronic suspension, somewhere around $6,000. If you want to get a acro exhaust, that's a $5,000 bill. Yeah, so you're getting my point, right? Everything is super expensive on the bike. I don't mind that. I'm working on my CDL. I'm almost done with it, so I'll be driving trucks. And with what I make now, plus that, it's not going to be an issue. I'll probably have a second bike just because of that. So, in my opinion, Ducati just has the package for me. It has everything that I want. It's going to be fast. I'm going to be able to track it. I won't have to lower it. I may lower it just an inch, maybe even half an inch, just a little bit, so it's easier for me to get on, because that motherfucker is tall. It's a 32.9 seat height, very tall. All right, guys. The clearance is great though, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't mind driving it like that. I have to tiptoe. I am not a very tall guy. With boots on, I have to tiptoe, so that should tell you something. That is a tall fucking bike. But once you're on the road and you're already riding, it doesn't fucking matter. I didn't notice it at all, to be honest. It's a little annoying when you come to a stop, but when you're actually rolling around, it's great. So the other bikes I was considering was the RSV4 Factory. They just came out the 2021, by the way, so if I get a chance to test ride that motherfucker, guess what? I'm going to go test ride it. Not even, because it's the same price as the V4, not the V4S, but the V4, and they finally did an update to the bike, so we'll see what it comes out. I know the engine's better. It's a 1099 instead of whatever the fuck it was before. I think they got 23 more cc's out of it. In any case, guys, for what I do, Ducati is probably going to be the best bet for me. The Honda, I love Honda, but I don't want to pay 30 grand for... If I'm going to pay 30 grand, I'm going to get a V4S and put an exhaust on it or something. Yeah. That's just the way I feel about it. If I'm going to commit 32 grand, it's going to go to a V4S, not to a Honda. It's just not going to happen. I love the Triple R. I love the way it looks. I love everything about it, but I'm not going to pay 32 grand for it. Sorry. And a lot of people won't either. There's only about 100 of them here in America, so that makes it even more rare. The Panigale, you know, the major downside is your parts come from, well, if you're not in America, they come from out of America. You know, whatever they have in the main Ducati warehouse here in America is, you know, that'll get here within 2 weeks, and stuff that comes overseas is going to be an entire month. So, I don't know. There's definitely, I think engineering-wise, Ducati has just nailed it. The Panigale V4 it's the pinnacle. In my opinion, it's the apex. It is definitely the bike that every other bike should be trying to reach in terms of design and engineering. Every other bike should see what Ducati has done and try to achieve that level of perfection, because I don't see it from anyone else. You know, some of the other ones are getting really close though, so we'll see. Anyways, this is a quick video for y'all. If you're new here, consider subscribing, leave a comment, and tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think about, you know, my choices. You know, I was stuck between RSV4 and the V4 or the Triple R or the V4S. And tell me what y'all think. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one.